Alright guys, this is a quick tour of my game room. Whatever date it is now, this is the new lineup. So, I got so good at Bond. This is the regular James Bond. And it's the premium, so the jetpack guy comes out and everything, and then it locks the balls up there. It's really fun. And I got 5.6 billion, so I thought I might want to sell this one. But then my dream machine was this one right here. These cost 20,000 bucks when they came out. But then, you know, a few people bought them and a lot of people were like, laughed about that. And then they went down to basically like about a year after that, you could still get these new in the box for about 15. And then I ended up getting this for 13.5, which is this year, that's what it says that they're worth. But this thing is a gem. It's got the screen in there. And over here, it's got like actual reels inside there. So that's cool. It's signed by the creator, and there's only like 350 in the US, 500 made. And then he even signed the topper back here. So that's Keith Elwin, if you didn't know. And then I think Keith Elwin also designed the original Metallica. And I got this Metallica. It's the 2000 whatever version with the regular Sparky. But it's literally brand new. Like, this guy bought it, put like 300 plays on it, and he had like this plastic cover that went over it. So basically I got this thing brand new. I think I paid like 55, but it's so pristine. And the thing, it's documented. It has 300 plays on it. It says if you, probably 500 now. But I could sell this for like 7,800 bucks because you're just never going to find one that's brand new like this. They have a new Metallica that came out, but it's different. It's the same, but different. And then this is another one that, it's not even as awesome as that. I mean, as far as being rare. This one they made 1,000 of, and I believe you can still get them. But the LE version has this topper, and unlike Stern toppers, you can't buy this topper by itself. So the only way to get this topper, these guys dance and everything, that's John Travolta and Uma Thurman. The only way to get this topper is to buy the LE version. And so that's called the Bad Mother Flipper Edition. And it's a very special. I have 733 out of 1,000. So almost at the end. Anyway, this thing is crazy. And this and the James Bond are basically my main machines that I wanted to get because they're very difficult. And that's because they also have a classic 70s layout. But that's because the outlane right there is like, that is higher than that. So the ball wants to go out. If you go over to like a modern Stern, this side is higher. So it's harder to get your ball to go out. But this one and this one are like, you can't make mistakes. You got to be on point or you're just going to get drained. They're made to take your quarter. So anyway, that is that. And one of these days I'll go ahead and play one of these games. You guys won't believe it. What's so cool about this one is this has every single light in here is a RGB, which means it could be any color it wants. So they have their normal colors, which would be like a normal insert. Is like a normal insert would be like, these are different color inserts, and when they light up, this always lights up blue, blah, blah, blah. But this entire machine, every light in it can turn any color it wants. So it's nuts. Like when you do different modes. But anyway, there'll be a link in the description that explains the rules to that if you ever want to try to play one of those in the wild. And then I went ahead and moved my race car over here. So this is basically a Cruisin', this is a Cruisin' USA dashboard with a Fanatec direct drive steering wheel. And these buttons are just programmed to do different things on the computer. And this is a PC based. So the PC I got had to be pretty hot. And so it's like an i9, like 13th generation or something. It's so powerful that you can do AI on it. And then back here, we got LEDs, and that's going to be my gear. And this is going to be my gas, and that's my brake. And they're like rainbow. And then that's the license plate from Back to the Future. And then that's my cat. And so this is an electric seat. So like anybody can get in here. That's the battery that powers it. But I was too lazy to hook up a 12 volt thing, but you could do that. Anyway, so you can get like a little kid can play this, or like my brother-in-law's like 6'5" or something, and he gets in here no problem. And yeah, this is also a high refresh rate OLED screen. So it's like 120 hertz refresh rate. These extra screens are where I can put my like dashboards and stuff. And in sim racing, there's this thing called Sim Hub, and it allows you to basically do all kinds of stuff. But one of them is, oh, I'm sorry, it's a dashboard. So I have a dashboard that I could put up here, or I put one right there too. It's really, really fun. Anyway, I don't actually play this that much because right after I built it, I got tendonitis. And so I need to jump on here and start playing it again. But I do play pinball every day. And I don't necessarily get any better. That's the weird part. All right, you guys, I just wanted to give you a little tour of what I'm doing when I'm not making air gun videos, which with my new setup, I just set this up yesterday. This is my new office area. So this is a laptop with 32 gigabytes of RAM I've had for like probably 3 or 4 years. Bought it at Costco, I think, for 1,800 bucks. And then I sit here with my cordless keyboard and mouse on this big screen and I edit the videos. So I used to have this all right there with a big old thing, but I took that away. All right, you guys. See you on the next one.